Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series N.E.S.T Bonecrusher. So yeah, apparently Bonecrusher works for N.E.S.T now. I mean, I've got no idea why. Last I checked, he was decapitated by Optimus Prime, but who knows? Maybe this is some sort of alternate continuity. Kind of like when the first movie Toyline came out and we had all those weird recolors like that. Weird Optimus Prime that was in Ronimus colors and, well, you know. But, well, taking a look at the box for this guy. Well, of course, it's got the Buzzworthy Bumblebee labeling on it, so of course we just got Bumblebee's face right on it. Says N.E.S.T Bonecrusher there. Of course, no window, so I can just put my hand right through it. 95, so I'm guessing this is Studio Series 95. This side we've just got Megatron, Optimus, RC, who was coincidentally in my previous review. This side we've got a picture of Bonecrusher. The back we've got him in both modes. Big screen inspired, which, well, I don't think he ever worked for N.E.S.T in the film. Highway Showdown, which, well, he was killed in the highway in the film. And this is interesting. It says that he gathers intel on a reconnaissance mission disguised as a N.E.S.T vehicle. And yeah, that doesn't happen in the film, meaning they sort of created a weird backstory for this deco. I don't know if that happens before the film or if it's a weird alternate continuity as I mentioned, but it's still sort of interesting. I don't know. And of course the included backdrop, which is just the same as the standard retail Bonecrusher. So we're taking a look at the backdrop. Of course we've got the faux backdrop which he's tied to, which I'm just going to throw out after this video. And the actual backdrop, which of course is the highway backdrop, which, if you remember, this is where he transformed, he sliced the van in half, and then, well, of course, Prime fought him and, well, won. But of course it's decked out in the Buzzworthy yellow instead of the red from the normal Studio Series backdrops. And we can put Bonecrusher here, so if you want that look. But of course, I think the figures look better with the backdrops in robot mode, so yeah, we'll come back to that in robot mode at the end of the video. But well, for the vehicle mode, well, the box says it's a N.E.S.T vehicle, but really it's just his Buffalo Minesweeper vehicle mode in N.E.S.T colors. Although, who knows, maybe, headcanon, this is just a headcanon. Maybe Bonecrusher scanned his vehicle mode from a N.E.S.T vehicle, which was a Minesweeper. I don't know. Because the box says that this is a N.E.S.T vehicle. Could just be the deco, I don't know. But maybe N.E.S.T had some of these Minesweepers. Maybe that's where Bonecrusher got his vehicle mode. I'm just saying that this is just a headcanon, okay? But nonetheless, of course, it's the standard Minesweeper vehicle mode, just in N.E.S.T colors. So, of course, we've got the standard fork, which would be used to, clean out the mines or in Bonecrusher's case, rip apart vehicles. Seeing how he's meant to be in disguise, we've got some multiple insignias. Over right here it says, "All Hail Megatron," and we've got a Decepticon insignia, so better hope no one notices that. Yeah, it says, "All Hail Megatron" in leet speak, like it's the early days of the internet. The back, we've got some painted windows. Just got the claws right there. This side, we've got the same Autobot insignia N.E.S.T logo there. The same All Hail Megatron and Decepticon insignia right there. Got the front. Of course, got the wheels. The, I guess, faux wheel. This one's more like a hinge. Got the underneath. We actually do have some detailing, plus the stand port. And plus we've got the huge fork, which is articulated, so if you want, you can actually move this forward. And my oh, Primus, this is long. Like, that's how long it is. Like, this could pass for a makeshift Devastator arm. Like, not the one with the wrecking balls. But this could, like, this could be like a makeshift combiner arm if you wanted it to. But yeah, from what I've heard, like, the actual Buffalo Minesweeper, like the actual forks weren't really that big. They were just photoshopped or something, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Now, of course, if you want, these can like split apart if you want them to. So you got that look going on. Just clip back together. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. And my god, I just love how this looks, even with this deco. I mean, I would like to get the original deco one day, because I do have the OG toy. It's in storage, so I can't really do a comparison. But still, I just love this vehicle mode. Like, seriously, this just looks amazing. Now, here's Bonecrusher with another fellow N.E.S.T character, Bumblebee. And I guess I can sort of see this being like a sort of alternate continuity. I know, like some of the Autobots and maybe Bonecrusher if you like Trick's N.E.S.T. Because like there is also a N.E.S.T Ratchet, which I'd like to get. So like some of the Autobots are like recolor the N.E.S.T colors. Maybe Bonecrusher joins in just to gain intel. Yeah, that's sort of a cool idea. So I sort of think that they probably just got the idea from like this N.E.S.T Bumblebee here, because this was like a recolor that wasn't really inspired from any scene in any of the movies. This was just a recolor that they thought looked cool. So yeah. And yeah, there's not really any accessories for this guy, so we can just move on to the transformation. So, to get this guy transformed, well, just going to start by raising the camera as always. But just going to start by getting the fork out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't hit the camera. But we're just going to untap the front of the Minesweeper here. Untap these. Untap all this. Split the arms open. Gotta get the hands out as well. So yeah, just split all this open. Yeah, it's sort of hard to show with all this. So in fact, take the forks, split them as well. Rotate this entire section up, like so. I'll just tab in. For the legs, just rotate these sections around like so. Spin these around like so. Spin these sections around. So now we got this. Close this up so we don't have a gaping hole. Move the legs down. Move this whole, I guess, crotch flap down. Well, to be less, I'll just call it a loincloth. But now we've got the legs all done. Open these up here. If I can actually do that. I know my hands are blocking everything, but open these up and move them down. Then close them. Move the arms down like so. Rotate these around. Extend this out, and I just like to rotate this around. So now we've got an arm. And then for the claw, just going to try and orientate the backpack. I'll just quickly do this off camera. There we go. Then just spin around the forks. And well, finally just open up the claws. And here we have Bonecrusher in robot mode. And yeah, that's quite a fun transformation. I mean, like there's some transformations in Studio Series that I just do not like doing. For example, crosshairs, because like there's just parts that come off constantly if you don't glue them in. But this is one of the more fun transformations. I just like how things just move around and come into place. Plus, like the resulting robot mode looks really cool, and well, plus he's just got that huge claw right on the back. I mean, it might not resemble the Constructicon, but I can still see this guy crushing your bones. So he's still deserving of the name. Now, looking at his head, well, he's quite wide, so... But, of course, it's got that rather insectoid-looking head that most of the Bayverse Decepticons have. And even though it's got a new color scheme, I still think it's a cool-looking color scheme for this guy. Like, rather industrial. So, yeah. Now, of course, this guy doesn't have any accessories on him, but of course, if you want, you can still move the claw forward if you want. So you can still attack. Well, this might make him a bit top heavy, but still. In fact, looking at the claws, I mean, they do kind of look like forks, but I think that's sort of the idea. And they're made of a sort of soft plastic, presumably just so, you know, people don't hurt themselves with it. You know, this is probably just how he eats his his Cybertronian food, you know. Now, putting him next to the N.E.S.T Bumblebee. Well, yeah, this is quite a beefy figure. I mean, of course, Bumblebee's quite the short deluxe, but if I was to get like a normal size deluxe, like this guy would like sort of just be a bit taller, but well, this guy makes up for it with his mass, so he's still deserving of the Voyager class price point. Plus, if I get Ratchet, then well, the three are gonna look good together. So yeah. Now, for this guy's articulation, well, I mean, his head can sort of move side to side. Not that much, though. He can more just, yeah, he just sort of tilts his head like a confused dog. I don't know, he's probably confused on why Megatron sent him on this intel mission. I don't know. But well, his arms can of course move. Of course he's got elbows. Of course he can T-pose. Got bicep rotation. If you want, you can actually extend this, and he just completely fell over on me. But you can extend this past this. I don't know, maybe it's to reference the extending arms of the original figure. I don't know. But his claws can, of course, open and close. Of course, there's nothing at the waist. This can move for whatever reason. Legs can go forward that far, back that far. Of course, you can do the splits. This can swivel. It's got knees. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the claw, well, of course, it can just... sort of hard to show on camera, but it's got a joint here, 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 and it can open and close here, and here, and these can rotate. So I think just sort out the claw. There we go. That's pretty much all I have to say about Bonecrusher. So, complaints about this guy? Well, I guess it can be kind of hard to pose him without him falling over because, well, let's just try and get him into a pose right now. Yeah, because there's not really a good ankle pivot, so, you know. But this was sort of before, like, Siege went ahead and reinvented how figures articulate, so I guess that could be sort of forgivable. But, well, other complaints? Well, I can't really think of any. Again, this is probably just me being a bit biased because, you know, I do love Bonecrusher. I just love Bonecrusher's design, so this is probably just me being biased. I suppose the arms can be a bit awkward because, you know, trying to move this, it then collides with this, so you have to, like, move out the way to then fully rotate it. Almost to the point where you have to T-pose them to fully rotate the arm. That's definitely a complaint for me. But, well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. So, do I recommend him? Well, this version... well... I do like the new grey colours, and the idea of Bonecrusher trying to disguise himself as a N.E.S.T vehicle is sort of cool, but I think by now, almost everyone's got a Studio Series Bonecrusher, aside from the people who came to Studio Series late, like I did. So the only reason that you'd get this is if you like the colours, or if you don't, or you don't have Bonecrusher already. And that's why I bought this. I bought this because I didn't have Bonecrusher in my collection already, so yeah. I'd only recommend this if you don't have Bonecrusher already, or if you like the colours, or both. But yeah, Bonecrusher is a really good figure, but yeah, I would only really recommend this if you don't have Bonecrusher already. So yeah. Now just putting him with the backdrop because I almost forgot that. So yeah, and just finishing off. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So this has been my review on Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee N.E.S.T Bonecrusher, and this is Charlie Young signing off.